And welcome, everybody,
Hey.
to Two Dudes Tuesdays, the most listened to podcast in the United States of America.
Yep.
And Albania.
Don't forget Albania.
Never forget Albania. I'm your co-host, Zach.
And I'm Ben. And today we're going to be talking about goats of Utah.
That was good.
Was it a goat?
Yeah, sheep?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, we are. But you know what? Before we start, I feel like it's important that we address some things.
Yeah. Sounds like a DTR.
No, there's just some things that need to be discussed on the podcast. Let's just talk about a few things.
Let's do.
Okay. First of all, this is amazing.
It's incredible.
I mean, I can't walk the streets of Salt Lake City without being stopped by somebody.
Who wants a picture or an autograph?
Right? A soundbite.
Mm-hmm.
Off the charts.
Hey, Ben, say a joke.
You might notice soon that our followers, and this is what I like to address, on our Instagram account might go from 600 down to 100. And the reason being is that we ran an advertising campaign, and turns out, well, we were hit up by a company called Utah Activities or something like that, and they wanted to sponsor us or feature us.
Yeah.
So we did it. It cost us $15, which that should have been the red flag right there.
Right.
And we're like, sure, go ahead and post, whatever. And so they posted, and we got 500 followers in like 3 days.
Overnight, yeah, pretty much.
And then recognized that they are all fake.
They're just duplicate. They're basically, yeah, they're fake accounts. Every single one of them has like 8 or 9 of their own posts. A lot of them are really just trashy.
Yeah.
Like tasteless. You know, people on the beach and almost nothing.
And that's mostly just mine.
Right.
And we don't need that.
You decided, yeah. So
we're gonna be deleting those accounts, and so just to focus on our real, true followers.
Organic growth.
We're probably gonna bring it all the way back down to the real listenership of 2. My mom and your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Does your mom have a?
She doesn't have Instagram.
Oh, so one.
Yeah.
My mom, 1 follower. So yeah, that'll be happening. But we also have the YouTube channel that's running now, but there's no video. But there is audio, and then there's like this little audio player. So you can use YouTube if you want as well. Also, don't forget to reach out to us with your ideas on guests and topics.
Yeah, we're going to try to make the Instagram, well, really all the social media, Instagram's our main social media point of contact right now, but we're going to try to make it a little more interactive, I guess. Just
user-friendly.
Yeah, posting beyond maybe just, hey, here's the newest episode. Maybe feature a few other things from some of our episodes and, popular episodes. So you can share with your friends or, tag people.
Share with the Salt Lake Tribune.
Yep.
Because they'll probably want to feature us.
That's right. New York Times, probably.
New York Times. KSL.
They probably wouldn't like our podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's get back to the topic at hand. Goats. The goats of Utah. So we're going to be, for those of you who don't know, GOAT is an acronym for
Greatest of All Time.
Nice. Greatest of all time. And we're going to be addressing different goats, different topics in Utah, and what we think is the actual goat. Now, we know that everyone who disagrees with any of these will be wrong, but you still can have your opinion.
We love a good opinion.
Yeah. We also love to
shut it down.
We also love to shut it down. But we won't know your opinion if you don't tell us so.
That's right.
Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of random topics that we've decided to say who we think the GOAT is. It can be a thing or it can be a person. Let's go ahead and start off with the first one as the example.
On our list?
On our list, yeah.
Okay, all right. We pre-made a list because we need something to guide us a little bit because we had some ideas.
We made a list of topics, but we didn't answer them. We're going to have to answer them live.
In fact, we were going to write these down and pull them out of a hat, but we're too lazy.
Oh, crap. Yeah, we were going to do that.
Still could.
Okay.
Can we do like a
randomizer?
Word generator?
Yeah,
Randomizer. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that.
You could probably copy and paste, right?
Yeah.
A few moments later.
Okay, we're back. We found a random word generator, so we're just going to use that.
All right.
Okay. So the first one is going to be the
The
GOAT. The GOAT of Utah hamburgers.
Ooh. They gave us a good one to start off with.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, though, because there's different levels of hamburger, right?
Yeah.
Let's just go for it. Your Utah GOAT hamburger.
I know mine.
Yeah.
I know that it is not as widely known as it should be.
Oh.
And incredibly underrated.
Okay.
My favorite go-to hamburger, like, I know what a lot of people are going to think, and they're going to say, like, oh, Lucky 13, you know.
Lucky 13.
They do have some good hamburgers, no doubt about it. JCWs, you know, and again, these are like on different scales. My overall favorite hamburger is the Hires Big H. And it's
I always knew you were white trash.
Hires is not white trash. You take that back. They are classy in the heart of Taylorsville, Utah.
Okay, I know two Hires. There's one in Lake Powell, down in Bullfrog.
There's like, one in Lake Powell?
Oh, A&W.
You're thinking something
I'm thinking A&W.
Yeah, there are only two. One of them is downtown, Salt Lake City.
Wait, is Hires root beer?
I think it's on like 4th South.
Okay.
And the other is in Taylorsville on 4700 South.
Is Hires root beer a Utah only thing?
Hires is a Utah only thing. And yeah, Hires root beer.
Really?
They make the root beer. They also make the frosty mug when you go in. They freeze the mug and then pour the root beer into it. Cheese fries are on point.
Dude,
the fry sauce. They sell the fry sauce in bottles in grocery stores.
Yeah, I remember going there as a kid and it being good.
They put the fry sauce on the hamburger.
It puts the fry sauce on the hamburger.
Or else it gets the in my mouth again. Yeah, and it's delicious. I actually get the country H, so it's the big H, add bacon.
Yum.
So it's a hamburger. The bun that they use is just delicious. It's hard to explain. You know how there's that bread that kind of has the floury powder on top?
Ah, yes.
They use that, and they grill the bun.
Mm.
Hamburger patty. It's kind of a smash burger. Like I think they smash it down. Lettuce, tomatoes, fry sauce, money.
Nice.
Yours.
Nice. My GOAT is going to have to be Dog House.
Oh,
Dog
man.
House.
Are they still in Utah?
Yeah. So the dog, it's DOGHAUS. So it's got a little bit of the German, yeah.
The Doggenhausen.
It's where you go to get the Hamburger.
The Hamburger and the Wieners. The Frankfurters.
Eating the burger!
Eat the hamburger now.
Oh, you wanting to eat the burger?
Okay.
I'm hot and sweaty.
Me too. I'm loving it. All right.
What?
So Dog Haas. Is it called Dog Haas or Dog House?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Doesn't matter. But they have actually two really good burgers. So the one I know about is on 106th and State, right over by Chipotle and
that one's still there?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
And they do their hamburger on King Hawaiian rolls. And they do this one chili one where they literally cover the entire thing in chili. Probably should rename it to like the diabetes
on
hamburger.
the outside.
Yeah, like just dump the whole thing on there. So good.
Delicious.
It's not the hamburger that I get the most, but I think it's the GOAT. I think it's the best. I like the most.
You have to eat that thing with a fork.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I do like that place a lot.
One, I like good. Lucky 13. That place is money. You know there's a new one?
No.
The kids can go to. It's not a bar.
Oh, okay.
So the Lucky 13 is down on 13th, right next to the ballpark, Bees. But it's a bar.
Gotcha.
Well, they call it a bar. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to have your ID.
Yeah.
to even get in and eat a hamburger.
The bag, yeah. But now there's one up in like Harriman. Did I say Saratoga Springs earlier? I meant Harriman. And you can take kids and stuff. It's not a bar. Shout out to all our hamburgers. All right,
well,
let's
good
move
choice,
on.
Doug Haas. Das ist guten Hamburgen.
Yes. Das Champensaberger. Okay, Goat Park.
Ding. Okay.
Park. The Goat Park.
The Goat Park. Let's see. You want to go first this time? You go.
Oh, there's no question. No question that it's the Draper City Park. It has the tallest jungle gym. What do you want? Jungle gym playground in the entire United States
and Albania.
Just
I knew it. Dang.
Yeah, it really does.
The tallest tower slide. What?
Well,
the structure.
The tallest tower has slides coming out of it. Looks like a water park.
It is a cool
huge.
park.
It's also just a big park with the Tree of Life during Christmas. Also, lots of Pokestops for playing Pokemon.
Okay. It's
the best park. It is.
It is a good park.
Yeah.
Can't deny it. Let's see. Then let's say my goat is the one that I'm thinking of is in Pleasant Grove. I think it was all made of wood.
Yeah,
right?
I know what you're talking about.
Is it Discovery Park? What is that one called?
I don't know, but the whole thing it looks like a pirate ship, right?
Yes.
The all wood and like there's...
And I think they've touched it up since then, made some improvements. And I don't know if it's still made of wood or...
like a composite or something.
Or like Trex type material, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that place is awesome.
Anyway, it's huge. It looks like a castle.
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
Slivers galore. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Seriously.
All right.
I don't know the name of it.
Next
Discovery Park. It is Discovery Park. I found it in the app.
Okay.
Yeah. That whole structure, and I think they've redone it, or there might still be a lot of wood, but it's awesome.
Okay.
All right, what's next?
Religious goat. This is good.
Religious goat. Of any religion.
Hey, it just says religious goat.
Okay. What say ye?
Do they have to be alive? No, it says all time. Greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time.
Okay. Then my religious goat is going to have to be... Man.
Utah religious goat, right? We're on the topic of... This is Utah we're talking.
Yeah, this is Utah.
Yep.
Utah. So, associated with Utah, does that mean like we say all of the members of the church?
I mean, since the pioneer migration to Utah, yeah.
Okay.
Free game.
Then, man, my religious goat's got to be Gordy B.
You stole mine.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
He's just awesome.
He is.
Yeah.
Gordon B. Hinckley. Yeah, he was just a powerhouse in a small frame. That guy, I almost feel disrespectful saying that guy. That man.
That prophet of God.
Was a man. And he, just like the amount of inspiration, especially during formative years for both of us. He was a powerhouse. Man, so many just solid messages, both inside. You know what, listeners, if you haven't, there's a couple things that come to mind specifically. He gave a talk, one general conference about forgiveness. It's forgiveness, right? To put it really quickly, bunch of teenagers have a frozen turkey. Like, I know, how can you not laugh when you hear about it? Of course, the victim, tragic. They decide to throw this frozen turkey out of their car window at another car. It goes through the windshield and just completely just injures so badly. Goes right through the windshield, this woman driving a car. Anyway, it's almost like the story almost sounds too bizarre to be real, but this story of forgiveness that she goes through, it was amazing. I'll never forget that one. And then another one is the Larry King interview that
was pretty awesome.
Did. It was amazing.
Because he went in there with his head held high. I like the talk where, and the reason I love this specific talk is because you don't have to be religious. You don't have to know who he is. You don't have to know anything. I mean, it definitely helps knowing he's a prophet of God. But when he gets up he gives a talk about how everything will work out. and everything's okay, and you just wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, tell yourself everything's gonna be okay, and that, God loves you. It was amazing. I've watched that talk 1,000 times.
I have a quick story. Can I tell a quick story related to him? I'll make it very fast. So every now and then, well, I think it's since I've been alive, when a prophet of the LDS Church passes away, they will do a kind of viewing where members of the church or anyone, it's not just exclusive to members of the church, anyone, because of course these prophets are very influential and they have great relationships both inside and outside of the church and influence. They'll open up a viewing, and so they'll allow whoever wants to go through this line and see him up close in person. And I stood outside for the viewing of Gordon B. Hinckley in the frigid cold for 3 hours outside of the conference center in downtown Salt Lake City.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it was worth every minute. And when I got up to as close as I've ever been to a prophet, I guess, but got to the front of the line, and man, there was just like all this emotion came to me of like just gratitude for everything that this man had done for me personally. And it was a cool experience. It was really cool.
Wait, did you say open casket?
Yeah, he was his open casket. They kind of rope it off and they have security nearby.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Anyway, that's a good one. Okay, what's the next topic?
Okay, here's a goodie. We have both the GOAT sports or GOAT athlete, both male and female. So best athlete out of Utah, both male and female. Now, we do have to set aside our sponsor, Tony Finau.
Because he's the obvious pick.
He's the obvious pick.
Right.
And he knows all about this show. Wants to come on it every week, and we're like, sorry, you've got to sign up.
Got a backlog of, we got a lot of people we're trying to interview.
He can't be included because it's a given.
It's not fair.
Yeah. Shout out, Tony.
Shout out, Tony.
Okay, so outside of Tony, who are our male and female?
Of all time.
Of all time.
For me, personally, the GOAT male athlete. Because I think a lot of people are going to go to the Jazz.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not, because I think the two greatest athletes that are probably going to be most people's coming out of the Jazz.
Stockton and Malone.
Yeah. I just,
Yeah.
reputation precedes them.
Okay.
And I'm going a different direction.
All right.
For me, because this was such a big part of my childhood growing up, Ty Detmer.
The TD.
Ty Detmer, Heisman quarterback from BYU.
Yes.
This was like, I still am not as big a fan of BYU as I was back then when Ty Detmer was playing.
Wait, but here's the thing.
And I was a kid.
You obviously don't think he's the greatest player of a sport to come out. You're talking about the whole package.
Yeah, I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean, that's
part
of it,
NFL,
right? Like,
I mean, if you look at his legacy, it's college based. That's it.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, it is.
Remember his brother Coy?
But those years when he was the quarterback for BYU, man, it was like
pretty awesome,
it was magic as a BYU fan.
Yeah.
There's probably Utah fans out there who would say Alex Smith, and it's a great legacy of
he didn't come out of Utah.
Solid athletes. Alex Smith?
Yeah,
he did. Played for Utah.
But wasn't he born? Oh, he's not from Utah.
Though. Well, no.
Okay, but
Ty Detmer was
okay.
like from Texas or something like that. He's got like a southern accent. I don't remember exactly where he's from. Karl Malone was from Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
So, what is your GOAT male athlete from Utah?
I'm kind of in between two. Oh, side note real quick. Did you know that the number one high school basketball recruit is in Utah right now? And the number 17th, I think?
At that academy in like Central.
What? How'd you know
Utah?
about? No. Not the one by Ephraim.
Okay.
There's an academy down in St. George or Cedar City. I think it's Cedar City.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy popular. And the number one ranked high school player right now is there. Isn't that insane?
Is this one of those situations we talked about previously? It's like the they're basically living there, doing sports full time, but also quote unquote getting an education.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
There's
crazy.
one in St. George. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's in Cedar City. I just found that over the weekend. That's why I was pretty blown away.
Did you say who your GOAT is?
Yeah. So what came to mind, kind of two guys, kind of tied a little bit. But if I'm gonna lean one way, I'm gonna go with Damian Lillard.
That's awesome.
Dame time.
I totally spaced Dame.
Yeah. He. I mean, if I think about like who's become the most successful out of Utah, and it's so cool that it was out of like a D. What was Weaver State D1? No.
Yes.
Well, okay. Well, like a basically a no-name school.
I don't know, actually.
People outside of Utah don't know Weaver
State,
State, right? So for him to come out of that and do as well as he has, pretty dang impressive. And then the other guy who I thought was just crazy impressive, who I love watching, is Kyle Van Noy.
Oh, that's a good call, too.
Because he came out, he got a Super Bowl ring. He's just been crushing it. Pretty stinking awesome. So I would say those were the two that came to mind. I think there are a couple other guys who maybe have accomplished more. Oh, what about Mike Weir?
Ooh, that's another good one.
Yeah.
But
Sean Bradley. What?
Again, only because we can't say Tony.
Yeah. Tony's way better than Mike Weir. Sorry, Mike. Take a back seat to
Did
Tony.
Did Mike win any majors?
All I know is he has a street named after him. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. I feel like I have to just quickly specify why I didn't choose Karl Malone or John Stockton. I think if you purely look at numbers, like statistics, records, you'd have to say Stockton.
Yeah.
You'd almost have to.
Yeah.
Of somebody who's gone on to the professional level, the impact they've made. I mean, that steals record is going to be there for who knows how long. The assist record, same thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was incredible. Okay, female athlete. I know mine. From Utah, or at least played in Utah. For me, again, this goes back to my childhood. Missy Marlowe. Do you know who Missy Marlowe is?
Are you kidding?
You have no idea.
Missy the
Missy Marlowe. Anyone who's listening to the podcast and knows who she is also a GOAT. But she was an Olympian gymnast. She, of course, one of the greatest gymnastics programs in the country, University of Utah. She competed with the University of Utah, was in the Olympics. She came and visited my elementary school. And guess what? To this day, I have her autograph.
Whoa.
Yeah. I knew about her and I watched her in the Olympics when I was in elementary school. Missy Marlowe.
Okay.
GOAT.
I'm going to go with Sam Gordon.
Who dat?
13-year-old female running back.
Okay.
That gained national attention because she was duping boys. You remember that? This was back in 2015-ish.
Never heard of this before.
Yeah, she's a little girl in church. She had these YouTube videos go viral. And it was just, she plays football with boys. And she's...
So, was she... She was like on a Pop Warner team.
Yeah.
Playing Little League football.
Yeah.
And just schooling boys left and right.
Yeah. She was the only girl. And she was running back. And she was just hitting gaps, speed, strength. She got to go on like all the talk shows. And I wonder what she's doing.
I didn't know that.
Pretty cool though.
Good stuff. Okay, what's the next one? Ding.
GOAT. Businessman.
GOAT businessman from Utah.
Yeah, and we're getting close to our limit, so.
Okay. Let's be quick on this one then. What's yours?
My GOAT businessman of Utah is going to have to be
Tony Finau. Didn't he invest in Mo Bettis? He's an investor.
Okay. My GOAT businessman of Utah has to be J-Dog's guy.
J-Dog's guy.
Right.
Isn't his name Jared Dog?
Is it?
J-Dogs. Yeah.
It's not, you idiot.
No, but he's got a cool story. Right?
Yeah.
It started with the little shack outside of the
Jason Edwards.
Brigham Young.
I met him one time. He's a big dude.
Yeah, he's big.
He gave me a free J-Dog.
What a guy.
He was at his restaurant in Lehigh.
What a guy.
Yeah, just crushed it.
Crisscross cuts in the dog and all.
Yep.
The way they grill them up. Man, but it's that sauce.
I know. That's my favorite part because they put on nachos.
Gotcha. I had a roommate that worked in that shack, the very first J-Dog, on the corner of Brigham Young University. He was like, he wanted to steal the secret recipe, but nobody knew it. The J-Dog sauce. Yeah. Employees didn't know it. It was pre-made. Because that's like their differentiator, right? That special sauce.
Yeah, because everything else you can just buy at Costco.
Right.
That's where they were getting it all.
Mm-hmm. That's my understanding.
Yeah,
they use those hot dogs from Costco.
Use the Wiener.
The Frankfurter. Frankfurter.
The
from the Costco.
With the sauerkrauts. Okay. Who's yours?
GOAT businessman. I know, nobody's perfect. A lot of people make mistakes. I'm sure that, in fact, I've read most of the biography called Driven. Larry Miller.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Right. I mean, just
I thought you were going to go Covey.
Oh, no. The impact that guy's had on, the number of people he's employed, number of businesses that have been successful. I'd call it GOAT.
He did some cool stuff. All right. One more Utah celebrity. Who's your favorite?
Utah celeb. You could go to athletes on this. You could go to actors. You could go to... I would say, man, my depth when it comes to like famous people, not very deep.
Yeah.
Not very deep. I would say
Robert
Redford.
Oh.
He's a resident here.
Sundance?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Robert Redford.
I've started liking Post Malone more and more.
He's great.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm like not a huge fan of most of his music. There's some things I like, but he just seems really entertaining.
Yeah. Post Malone loves Utah too.
Yeah.
Like I love his love for Utah.
Yeah.
The place that it is and the people here. That he recently came across his story for why he moved here. He said he was living in LA, toxic environment, super judgmental people. Came to do a concert here. Loved the vibe. Had an offer on a house within a week.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and he'll be here for a long time.
Gee whiz. All right. Well, there's some other things. Well, there's a few other things we said, like the GOAT building, mountain, the GOAT tacos, pizza.
Mm-hmm.
What is the GOAT pizza?
How about let's do this? Okay, pizza, and then let's do the GOAT weekend vacation spot. Kind of already talked about it too. Mine's St. George.
Yeah. GOAT City.
Quick getaway again when the weather's bad. Go down to St. George.
Yeah. Or Midway. I like
Midway's nice. Yeah.
Okay, so GOAT pizza.
Pizza.
What you got?
Like
the pie.
I don't have fancy taste. Yeah, the pie. Like everyone's like too much cheese. I'm like, put more cheese on.
Bring on the cheese.
More cheese, please.
Although Costco's pizza has a lot of cheese and I don't like it.
Oh, I do.
Like makes me sick.
I love Costco pizza.
I'll take the pie and drink their ranch.
It's so good.
You want to know something crazy though? One time we were at the pie in South Jordan and we were eating inside at the table and next to us is a fireplace and the fireplace is surrounded in stone. And we look over and all of a sudden a mouse pops his head out of one of the holes and just like looks at us and then turns around and goes away. Now, to be fair, it is outside right there. Like, so the outside is literally like right there.
Uh-huh.
So, it's not necessarily
you
in the
take
kitchen.
when your doors are open. Yeah.
But
I was just going to say, let's get the pie, if you're listening, sponsorship, but I think we just blew it with the mouse story.
Did I say mouse?
Yes.
I meant cleaning lady. She popped her head through and goes,
"Is everything clean here?
Would you like... Oh, British. You want British? There you go. Hello. I'm here for the cleaning. You have a bit of mush on your face.
I see a spot of cheese on your table.
Excuse me, sir, but you've got a little bit of fluffy duffy.
You got some schmutz on your shirt. Okay, well, this went by way too fast. There's so many more goats.
There are lots of goats. And obviously the GOAT podcast is Two Dudes Tuesday.
Mic drop. We out.
And in case we don't see you again, good afternoon.
Bye.